both in person and online, and a certified nutrition coach. I help moms locally in Las Vegas, Nevada, and all over the world shed the weight holding them back from becoming their most energetic and authentic version of themselves so they can go after their deepest desires alongside of motherhood. You can find me at fitandconfidentmoms.com. Hey everybody, are you just like me and wondering what the heck happened to October? We're already well into November 7th today, and today we are going to talk about holiday weight gain. Are you worried about gaining weight? Are you thinking, I'm just going to accept a 3 to 8 pound weight loss, bring it into 2024 and worry about it then? Or do you have some weight loss goals? I would love to hear it in the comments. Hi, Melissa, for once watching on Instagram. Type in the comments, what is your goal between now and the end of 2024? This helps me a lot. It lets me know where my audience is at. What are you guys working towards, and where your headspace is at? That way I can create content just for you so that you are armed with what you need for the holidays, right? So that's who I am. My name is Coach Rose Peterson. I'm a certified personal trainer, certified nutrition coach, and weight loss mentor for women over 35, and founder of Fit and Confident Academy. So if you're watching live, type live. If you're watching the replay, type replay. Hey, Mike, what's up? I got some awesome clients saying hello in Instagram, and Mike and Melissa have been crushing it, and I'm so grateful that they chose me as their coach to help them with their goals. You should, I've got some live testimonials from Melissa. I've got some pictures of Mike on my Facebook page. You guys should check them out. All right, before I dive in, well, first of all, what you're tuning in today is I'm going to share with you 5 don'ts, 5 things do not do this holiday season if you want to avoid holiday weight gain. Okay, so I'm going to share with you 5 tips. Get that pen and paper out, take some notes so that you can take away some really cool tips that are going to help you. Okay, I'm going to adjust over here. If you're watching on Facebook, in my free group, fitandconfidentmoms.com, or on my personal page, then you get to see this slide that I have up. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going to be teaching a workshop this Saturday in Las Vegas. Actually, not Saturday, Sunday, this Sunday in Las Vegas at an awesome event called Wellness Weekend Market. And if you don't know what Wellness Weekend Market is, you've got to get your butt down there. It's going to be so much fun. It's a full day of health and wellness events. We've got, Mike's switching to YouTube. Awesome. They've got dance fitness, they've got Pilates, yoga, there's workshops all day long, various topics on Reiki, crystals, shamanic dreams. I'm teaching a workshop at 1 p.m. on Sunday called How to Master Weight Loss After Age 35. And the reason I'm doing this is because now that I've been doing this thing for a while, I've been coaching since 2017. I've learned that the strategies we use in our 20s and early 30s for women are going to be different for weight loss after age 35. And actually, there's a lot of science to it. It's not just let's eat less and move more. We also have to consider the type of workout. We also have to consider that women tend to struggle with unwanted belly fat. So what is the strategy? What is the nutrition strategy, the exercise strategy to target unwanted belly fat? Things like our cortisol is changing, our estrogen is changing, our testosterone changes. So we have to have specific strategy to learn our bodies and learn what's going to work with our bodies, right? And not against us. So if that's interests you, get your ticket at Wellness Weekend Markets with an S.com. You can use my code RPFit23 for 20% off your ticket. But tickets are really affordable. They're $15 per workshop. So rack it up. Go spend some time over at Wellness Weekend Market. Take all the workshops. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to personally be taking some myself that I'm interested in. And then, of course, come see me at 1 p.m. It's going to be at the Uncommons this Sunday in Las Vegas. All right, so now I'm going to take that slide off so that this screen is a lot cleaner. And we're going to pivot to what you're here for, which is my tips on how to avoid holiday weight gain. This is my first time showing my face in over a week. I got sick with a silly virus and it took me out. So now I'm here. Hello, world. And I'm back to serve you guys with all the cool stuff. All right. Type in the comments, what is your goal? Are we losing weight by the end of the year? Are we maintaining? Or are we just going to say, F it, YOLO? Let's just deal with it later, which we know studies have shown that people that gain weight during the holidays, it's not that 3 to 5 pounds or 3 to 8 pounds. If you search this up, it's going to be all different numbers. There's averages that say 8, averages that say 10. Doesn't matter. Let's just say it's 3 pounds. Okay. Let's say it's 3 pounds. Year after year, study shows that we gain it, we don't lose it. We actually hold on to it. So let's say, 10 years have passed and we have 30 unwanted pounds from just 3 pounds during the holidays. And I don't know about you, but that is not what I want to sign my body up for. Is 5 years pass and I'm holding on to an extra 15 pounds and now I just have to accept it and be like, well, I'm getting older. I just have to accept that I have 15 pounds on me. Never mind it. I can't breathe when I walk up the stairs. My knees hurt, all these things. There are things we can do. We don't have to accept that that's what happens during the holidays. Like, we have the power to change and make a difference. We don't have to eat till we're in pain. We don't have to wear our fat pants on Thanksgiving. I know I cringe when I hear that too, but it's true. We don't have to do these things. We can still enjoy our holidays and not bring with us 3 to 5 pounds into the next year. And I'm going to give you those topics today. All right. So my 5 don'ts, and next week we're going to talk about the do's. Today we're going to talk about the don'ts because I just want to be opposite and talk about the don'ts. Okay. So the 5 don'ts of holiday eating. Number 1 don't save all your calories for dinner. Okay. Let's pretend we're talking about Thanksgiving. Okay. And I know that some of you have been waiting all year long to eat your favorite foods. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to wait until 4 o'clock, whenever your family eats Thanksgiving. I'm going to wait until that time to eat my calories because I know I'm going to be eating a ton. So that's the biggest mistake, is try to going through your whole entire day without eating and then go to Thanksgiving dinner starving. Okay. Even if your logical brain says, all right, be sensible, make one plate, get the foods that you love, your primal instincts are going to take over. Your hormones have been changing right inside, like things happen biologically when we are not giving ourselves food and when we're used to eating regularly, right? So when we're used to eating regularly and then all of a sudden you go all day without food, you're going to be starving. And you're going to inadvertently eat more than you want to. And what's going to happen is, raise your hand if this has happened to you, because I'm going to share an example that this has happened to me. Type 1 in the comments if this sounds familiar. So drop a 1. So you think you're going to go to this dinner and you're going to save your calories for this dinner, and you're going to have 1 plate. Or maybe 1.5. But what ends up happening is that you finish your plate and you're like, oh, I'm still hungry. I could still eat a little bit more. And you get up and you make a 2nd plate and you're just chilling, relaxing. And your brain is saying that is still not enough. Like, your biology is like, you haven't eaten all day. You're still hungry. Make another plate. You're 3 plates in because you went to the party or to the dinner hungry. And now, you don't know that you're full until you're overstuffed, until your pants are uncomfortable and you need to unbutton things and you need to go lay on the couch. Okay. So that's what happens if you wait all day and save your calories for dinner, is you're going to inadvertently eat more than you think you're going to. And it's going to be hard. Like I said, your logical brain could be like, this 1 plate is enough. We got, my mom's favorite stuffing. We got a slice of cheesecake. I got a good serving of turkey. I got the gravy. This is good. I mean, I've been looking forward to this all year. And then you may not feel satisfied because your body is like, wait a minute, Rose has starved me all day long. I don't know when's the next time we're going to eat again. We're still hungry, folks. And so what will happen is we'll get plate 2 and plate 3. So don't Just like we don't go to the grocery store hungry, don't go to Thanksgiving dinner or Christmas dinner hungry. Make sure you eat a little bit. So don't save all your calories for dinner and eat nothing all day. Okay. Let me know in the comments, like, have you experienced that before? One trick, like mindful eating trick you may realize is that you've gone too long without eating is if you've noticed that you're eating fast. So if you notice that you're eating fast, that is a telltale sign that you waited way too long to eat, because now your body's trying to get as many calories as it possibly can in a short amount of time. Okay. All right. Tip number 2, do not fall prey to the all or nothing mindset. And you know what? Like, I am a recovering perfectionist. I'm trying to be better about this. And I would say to myself, I don't have all or nothing mindset. What are you talking about? Like, I'm doing the best that I can. But that is not true. All or nothing mindset shows up in really sneaky ways. For example, let's say it's Saturday morning, you're taking your kids to soccer and you've been so good all week. You've been meal prepping, eating your vegetables, eating right all week. And Saturday morning, some awesome mom brings like the most amazing donuts from Pink Box to the field. And you're like, oh my gosh, Pink Box. Like, yes, thank you. Like, how did you know I needed that? Right. And we'll have the donut. And you know what? The donut's fine. You just make it right on the very next bite on the next meal. The donut's fine. That's not going to harm your journey long term. But what is going to happen is, for many of you, is that you have the donut at the soccer field, and then all of a sudden you're like, dang, I screwed up my diet. I was so good all week, and now I have a donut, maybe 2. I just ruined my whole day. You know what? Tomorrow is going to be better. So let's just go to In-N-Out for lunch and I'll restart tomorrow. How does that sound familiar? And then, you get In-N-Out for lunch and then your day goes by and you're like, I already screwed up today. I had a donut for breakfast. I had an In-N-Out for lunch. Let's order pizza for dinner and I'll just deal with this tomorrow, or I'll reset on Monday. That is how all or nothing mindset looks. Okay. Is that one meal turns into many because you feel as though you have screwed up. And that is not the case. Like, just because you had a one off track meal doesn't mean you're completely off track. You are still on track. You're still on this journey. This is life, right? So you just have to make it right on the very next bite, make it right at the very next meal. Do not wait until life feels perfect to think that you're going to get back on track, because we all know life is not perfect. I see you guys hopping in. Say hello. Where are you watching from? What city are you in? And is this timely for you? Are these tips something you want to hear more about as we go along the holidays? If you do, got you covered every Tuesday, but let me know if there's any other tips you'd love to hear. Okay, around what subject? Tip number 3 is don't skip your workout. So I'm hearing skip. Don't skim or skip your workout. I'm hearing from a lot of people that as the holidays progress, right? We're into November. You're looking at your calendar and things are getting added, right? You're getting invited to things. There's end of school year parties. We have Veterans Day weekend coming. We have Thanksgiving weekend coming. It's no school November. And the reason they say that is because there's all these extra days off of school. And then the December calendar is coming up. So there's going to be things that are going to take your attention away from getting your eye on the ball of getting your workouts in. So the thing is this is the time where you really need to prioritize yourself and say, look, I got all these things happening, but if I want to feel good through the holidays, I know that I need to at least do my minimum. Your minimum could be a 20-minute walk a day. Your minimum could be 3 times a week working out. Don't let go of those minimums, because what I see happens is when we start to skip workouts, that translates into how we eat. So it's your eating habits start to slide. You let your workout slide, the eating habit starts to slide. And your mindset is kind of like, like I'm not even working out anyway. Like, why am I even eating right? No, 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 no. Okay. So no matter how little you work out, it could be 5 minutes. It's going to change your mindset so much. That 5 minute workout, for some reason, it aligns your brain into like, we are a healthy living lifestyle. We make sure we have good habits. And one of our good habits is I don't let go of my workouts, even when it's crazy busy, because I need this mentally and physically to show up as my best self. And when I work out, I am more likely to make better food choices. So even if you have to shorten the workout because your schedule is getting full, just don't let go of that routine. Okay. Keep the workouts going. Melissa says, sounds so familiar. Need to realize I am still on track. Make it right at the very next bite. That will be something I think of next time. Awesome. We have comments on Facebook say, makes sense. I've skipped meals and when I know I'm going to eat large or rich food at my next meal. Yeah, and skipping meals does backfire. I like the idea of reset at my next meal. Don't wait for the next day. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. And you guys are liking these tips. Some of these tips aren't new, but we're filling our cups today on like some reminders of how we want to go through the holidays. We can get through the holidays without weight gain, but we have to be intentional, meaning like, let's think ahead on how we want our holiday to be. Let's not just let the holiday happen to us. We can have control over how the things are with just some thinking ahead. Having these tips written down somewhere on your fridge, waking up every day thinking about what your number one goal is and getting yourself through the holiday. Okay. Tip number 4. This is such a good one. This probably should be tip number 1, but it's tip number 4. Don't skip sleep or don't skim on sleep. So as the holidays come around, I see that like maybe our schedule's a little looser with the kids, like having extra days off. Maybe we're staying up late. Kids are staying up late, but a lot of us have to go to work the next morning, or we have a child that wakes up at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. No matter what time they go to bed, we still have to get up early. Don't sacrifice your sleep during this time, because when we aren't getting enough sleep, a couple things happen, right? So one, the next day, our hormones are going to be like it needs all kinds of things. We're going to have sugar cravings. It's going to be looking for more energy. Your cortisol is going to be up when we don't have enough sleep. And so the next day, not only are you tired, but you're going to be hungrier and your body's going to be seeking sugar to get through the day. And yes, that can happen with one bad night of sleep. You guys know, or maybe like one shorter night of sleep. So really, we want to have like the 7 to 8 hours of sleep. 7 to 9 is like a good range to be at for most adults. So make sure you guard your sleep. Do not skip your sleep during the holidays or try to shorten it because you're like busy with a bunch of stuff. Sleep is so, so important. We heal when we sleep. We recover from our workouts when we sleep, and we keep our bodies feeling safe, meaning our hormones will feel more stable when we can recover. And then we're not doing things that are reactive the next day, which is seeking more sugar, caffeine, and food, right? Okay. Tip number 5, similar to tip number 1, but different. Tip number 5 is don't go to the party hungry. Now, the tip number 1 I shared was don't save all your calories for dinner. That's that person that like, I used to work with someone at a pharmacy. I'm not going to say which one because I don't want to identify this person by accident. I used to work with somebody at the pharmacy and they worked back in the office. And every Friday, she would take her mom out to dinner and she would not eat the entire day. And the reason she wouldn't eat the entire day is because she's taking her mom out for dinner, but she's watching her figure. And, I worked there for almost 4 years and her body composition never changed. Okay. So she was always the same. So I see what she was trying to like do is kind of like balance the calories. Granted, I didn't go to dinner with them. I don't know what their meals were like afterwards, but I just do not believe, and I've seen this myself, like I've done this too, that if you're going to save your calories all for dinner, that you're not going to overeat at that dinner. You're going to more likely give yourself permission to eat as much as you want And your body's natural response to food in front of him when you haven't eaten food all day is to eat quickly, eat fast, and eat more. So now, let's say you're sensible and you had a small breakfast and you had a small lunch and you're still kind of hungry, but you are going to this dinner and you're like, like, I know I'm going out to dinner, but I am kind of hungry. Just like you wouldn't go to the grocery store hungry, don't go out to eat hungry. I always tell my clients, eat a small meal 1 to 2 hours before the dinner, something with protein and something with fiber. The reason I want something with fiber is I want it to digest slowly, and protein also digests slowly. Not a protein shake, like actual food. I mean, a protein shake might work if you got some fruits in there and it digest slowly, but like the protein shake that you just mix with water and drink, that's not going to feel satiating. That's not going to give something, a little coating in your stomach, I guess you could say, to give you some fullness. We want to have fiber like fruits, veggies, and hopefully whole protein like deli meat, chicken, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, low fat cheese, beef jerky. I'm trying to think of things that you can like eat quickly. Did I say Greek yogurt already? Because I just was thinking of that because it's right next to me right now. My Greek yogurt that I had right before this. So yeah, make sure you have a small meal 1 to 2 hours before that dinner out. Trust me, your tips that you gave yourself before you went to the dinner, you'll be able to go through it. Like, for example, maybe you were saying to yourself, tonight is a special night. I'm going to a restaurant I've never been before. I'm going to eat half my meal, take the other half home. If you're hungry, that half the meal situation is out the door. Okay. So don't go to the dinner hungry. Make sure you eat something small 1 to 2 hours. So that is my 5 do not do's of holiday eating so that we can maintain, not gain through the holidays. Eating a snack before going out is definitely a game changer. Yes, my client Carla, who has been crushing it, picking up these tips, navigating life. Love that tip is working for you. Good timing on these tips. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So next week, we're going to do the 5 do's of holiday eating, which is what you should do to help you navigate so we're maintaining and not gaining during the holidays. If you have a weight loss goal, because actually right before I got sick, I took a poll in my Instagram stories and I said, hey, what is your guys' goal between now and the new year? What won out, surprisingly, was that people still wanted to lose some weight before the end of the year, which, more props to you. I love that you're keeping that goal strong. What came in second was maintaining, not gaining. And then there were a few wild ones out there that said, YOLO, if I gain, I gain. I just wanted to see what the pulse was of everybody. And there are many of you who still want to work on weight loss, have that goal. You're going to keep going strong. If that is you and you want some help from me, type more info in the comments and I'll get on DM chat with you to see if I can help, to see if we are aligned, to see if the type of coaching that I offer inside Fit and Confident Academy is going to be right for you. So if you want more info about that. But until next time, oh wait, hold on. Before I go, I forgot. I wanted to give you a recap and then a reminder, I'm going to be at Wellness Weekend Markets this Sunday. Go to wellnessweekendmarkets.com. Select my workshop at 1 p.m., which is fat loss, mastering fat loss after the age of 35. What's really cool is there's a lot of people out there very interested in this topic. The first room that they put me in was max 10 people, I believe. That sold out. And so now they're moving me to a bigger room. I just found this out the end of last week. So make sure that you get your ticket if you want to be there, because it could sell out very quickly. So make sure that you save your spot. Even though they moved me to a bigger room, I can't guarantee. I mean, there's a cap on that too, which I believe is 24 people. So when we sold end of last week, there was already more than 10. So get your spot. All right. My 5 don'ts of holiday eating, in case you logged in at the middle of this. 1, don't save all your calories for dinner. Don't go all day long without eating and then save for dinner. 2, Don't fall prey to the all or nothing mindset. Even if you don't think you're a perfectionist, there are little perfectionist things that we may say in our mind about our goals that can get us to either go or pause. And we don't want that pause button mentality. We are throwing out that all or nothing mindset. Okay. Number 3, don't skip your workouts. Don't skip your workouts, because being on track with your workouts are going to help you stay consistent with your other habits. Okay. Number 4, don't skip sleep. Make sure you're getting your 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And number 5, don't go to the party more hungry. All right, Ms. Wright, I'll give you a DM at the end of this. Do not go to the party hungry. Make sure you have a small snack 1 to 2 hours before the party. Now, tune in next Tuesday around 10 a.m. I always say 10 a.m. Sometimes life happens. Dog needs to be let out. I have technical issues. So it's usually around 10 that I'll be live again for the part 2 of this, which is the 5 do's of holiday eating. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye-bye.